The Meek Brown Talk Show. Everyday boldness. Everyday brains. Everyday beauty. Your Everyday Woman Show. Here to entertain and inform. She's Meek Brown.
Welcome back to the Meek Brown Show, the show that entertains as well as it informs. We are always trying to uplift our women entrepreneurs, and I think that the Meek Brown Show is doing a great job at that. We have a unique product on our show today called the Buddy Bar. Now, I'm excited because I'm recently into physical fitness, and the Buddy Bar has a lot to offer. Let's hear from Lauren Loper from Atlanta, Georgia. Tell us about the Buddy Bar, Lauren.
Well, Meek, the Buddy Bar is a bar that connects two bicycles together, front to back, to form a tandem bicycle.
Okay, now before you go any further, how did the idea of the Buddy Bar come to surface?
So when my husband was younger, his family, there were 6 of them. So mom and dad, 3 brothers, and then my husband. And they had a tandem bicycle. And they all enjoyed riding it, but of course you can't all ride it together since it only allows 2 people. But whenever he got to ride it with some friends or with his brothers, he realized how fast they could go. But after they were done and it was time to pick it up and put it back in the van, he's like, man, it's so heavy. There's got to be a simpler way. So when he was in college, he came up with the idea of the bar. And then that way you don't have to carry around a 50-pound tandem bike and you don't have to pay $5,000 for it. And it's just portable and easy to carry around.
Okay, and now when did the idea begin?
So the idea began when I first met him. So about 14 years ago, he told me about Buddy Bar. And the first prototype was PVC. And he was explaining the concept to me. And I said, what a great idea. You should do something about it. So he kept talking about it. So 14 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 5 years ago.
You had to let it marinate a little bit.
Yes. So I finally said, you're either going to do it or you're not. So he really got into developing the bar a little bit more. And about 2 years ago, he finally had kind of the final product.
And who came up with the name Buddy Bar? Did you help him with that?
Nope. He came up with it. First.
Normally guys aren't as wise as we are when it comes to things like that. So I thought maybe but okay, we'll give him credit though.
Yes, this one we can give him credit for sure. And actually coming from him, I was like, it's a little goofy, Buddy Bar.
No, you do have to go back home, Lauren.
Oh no, yes.
Yeah, okay. Oops. So now, Lauren, so this is good for therapeutic also, or shall I say a disability?
Absolutely. Yes. So if there's somebody who is able to ride a bike, but they may not be able to be as stable, like they're able to ride the bike, but they're kind of going all over the place. Is oftentimes some of the issues with people with disabilities is that they have the ability to ride and they are able to ride, but where they're able to ride is limited. So with what the bar does is it does allow for some.
Is there flexibility?
The bar itself is not flexible, but when you pop it out here,
I have it.
You can see that it has angling.
Oh wow!
So it can allow the bike in front of you to move as it needs.
Now could that bike? Could they ride parallel to each other or only front back?
Really only front to back. But if you needed to, you could come up alongside the other rider. But it does allow some flexibility. So the other
bar, the Buddy Bar.
The Buddy Bar. So it allows that flexibility, but it also gives a little bit more stability so it can kind of keep that person in line. Same with a child. Like my daughter, this is her bike. She's 6 years old, and she's good at riding the bike, but oh my gosh, the other day, we were going to school. She's heading down the hill. She's not using her brakes. So my husband or I could brake for her and help slow her down.
And this would be a way to use the buddy bar versus what, old school training wheels?
Yes.
You know, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
My son didn't learn how to ride a bike until much years later, and not because he couldn't, but we were busy doing so many other things, and one day I actually realized I don't think my son knows how to ride a bike. But that would be perfect because you have a close eye on the child, but then they're still kind of learning how to ride the bike by themselves.
Yes. Yep. It is good. And even for people that are training for a triathlon.
Correct.
You know, like I'm a runner, but if I really wanted to train, I would need my husband to help me watch my pedaling or
could I just ride on it with my feet up? You know, you guys just push me? Or?
You could.
I think I would like that better. And I have to pick this one up because I understand that I have my own buddy bar in pink.
This is yours.
Hey.
We did some pink ones.
I'm going to go get us some. So, and you know I'm doing breast cancer activities, so isn't this nice, guys? You see my producer?
Yeah.
You may have to get him one,
I
Laura.
think so too.
Okay, so now he thought of an idea from a bar.
Yes.
And then how did he think of he's not a...
He is an engineer.
Okay, so he is an engineer.
He is an engineer, so he's definitely got the brain that is like, okay, how can I make this work? So coming up with all of the different ways. You do have to install the pieces, but they're very simple to install.
Okay.
Even I can do it. And I'm not an engineer or mechanic or anything. Even I can do it.
Okay.
It only takes a couple of minutes to install it. And of course, you saw how I was able to easily, well, kind of easily, a little nervous, but I was able to, you just pop it off and pop it back in. So as you see, the bar can be removed, and you just leave the pieces on the bike, and nobody even notices that the pieces are there.
Kind of like pulling a car.
Exactly, and then you just pop it back on when you're ready to use it.
Now let's go a little further. I understand that this idea was actually seen by someone from Shark Tank. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, absolutely. So last year, my husband had put an ad in the back of the classifieds of Bicycling magazine, and Kevin Harrington with the As Seen on TV Pro, his team reached out to us and said, hey, we love your product. Do you want us to help you get the word out? And, you know, we had to pinch ourselves, but we've been working with his team for over a year, and he's been excellent. And Kevin Harrington was the original shark on Shark Tank. So he was on the first 165 episodes. And he did, his team did a video for us, and they've did all the work to work with. They did all the work, yeah.
And so where is this product? Is it being manufactured now?
We actually make them by hand. So they're manufactured in Atlanta. And so my husband does them himself. We've got some suppliers that provide the steel, so it's all made in the United States.
Wow. And they're being sold in Chicago? Is that
we did launch in Chicago, but they are available nationwide now. We're just selling them in the United States, but they are available. You can order them online through our website.
Okay, and can you give that information out right now?
Yes, you can find us at buddybar.net. You can also go to our Facebook site, which is @GoBuddyBar.
Okay, now I want to go a little further. What type of engineer is he?
He is more a mechanical engineer. He owns a bicycle shop in Smyrna, Georgia. Okay. And so he does a lot of tinkering all day long. I love it because he's definitely the man that can fix anything in the house.
Right. That's good. That's good. And I can only imagine that, you know, you're pretty much a health guru yourself.
Yes.
So have you tried getting more of your women involved, from getting off the couch to becoming more active, bike riding, and making it, you know, more of a fun type thing?
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. If you and I would go out, like, I would love to take you out on your bar.
Yes, my bar.
You know, we're going to definitely have to get that hooked up.
Okay.
But, you know, we can go out, we can have fun, we can go fast, we can go slow, we can talk.
Right.
You don't have to worry about, ooh, let me go up next to her and say something and don't crash into her.
You're not going anywhere. You're either in front of me or behind me.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, we really want to encourage people to get outside, especially with their children. It's such a great tool with the children. 70% of Americans today, men and women, are overweight or obese.
That is correct.
The numbers for children are
kids.
starting to rise. It's, I believe, 26% of children are overweight or obese.
And when I'm outside, you know that from research, I think if that's still the case, United States has the highest obesity rate of all of the countries, and I think that don't sit good with me because we have so much land and greenery, and you have kids like I mentioned on one of the shows. Even with my producer, you got kids that go to school, come home. That's it. That's all the activity they're getting in one day, other than what 45 minutes of recess at home. Then they come home, and what's going on? They're getting babysitted by what? The iPad or the cell phone or the Xbox. Or what happened to getting outside? And like I used to play, hopscotch and house. And come on, what's some of them?
Yeah, just going out and riding your bike.
Riding, going crazy.
Yeah.
And you don't see that anymore. You do not see that anymore.
You don't. And it doesn't take much time. You just pop the bar on, you go spend an hour with your children, you show them how to get out and enjoy the outdoors.
Absolutely.
You have a good excuse to spend some time with your kids. And it's just something that really does not take much at all.
And ladies, if you're not as innovative as some other women, and you're trying to put a little spark when it comes to relationships, you don't have to go out to dinner all the time or dinner and a movie. Say, hey babe, let's go ride a bike, let's go take a trail, and then you might can kiss them or give them a little extra make things interesting. And I think this is pretty cool.
It's lots of fun.
I think this is pretty cool. Now, may I ask, what is the average going rate for a buddy bar? Or do you have, does it come two for one, or how do you, what's going on with it?
So right now we have them for $99, but for the Meek Brown Show, we will be providing a discount of 30% off and free shipping.
But they have to say, we heard about the buddy bar on the Meek Brown Show, and you have to give them today's date. And so we're going to go with today's date.
That sounds good. Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. I think that's good. Is there anything else you would like for our viewers to know about you, your company, the Buddy Bar? Once they call you and order it, are you mailing the Buddy Bar to them?
Yes, we are going to ship it directly to them wherever they're located. There are also, if you're in Atlanta, you can come by Smyrna Bicycles and pick one up. Okay. But yes, we would just get the standard information when you order it online, when you pay for it, your address. Want to make sure that your address, double check the address. And also, if you have any questions, if you have any questions at all, you can send us an email at info@buddybar.net. And either my husband or myself will answer it personally.
Buddy Bar sounds like a candy bar.
It does.
Like it could be a candy bar.
I know. Some people say, hey, Buddy Bar, that sounds so good. It's like, yeah, you don't.
It's good for you, though, isn't it?
It is good for you. That's exactly right.
You see, every time you pick this up, I make sure
I know. Right. That's yours. Yeah. That one's yours. I won't touch it anymore.
Cute, and please don't. It's cute and pink, too. Well, I really enjoyed having you on the show. We've been knowing each other for some time now from Atlanta, Georgia. I would like for you to come back, possibly, but this has been a wonderful segment of the Meek Brown Show, and once again we are promoting entrepreneurship. Although her husband was the mastermind behind the product, look who's here, the woman entrepreneurship, because behind every good man is what, Lauren?
Is this one.
And me too, Lauren.
And you.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining the Meek Brown Show. I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back to the second segment of the Meek Brown Show. We do hope that you enjoy the information on the Buddy Bar. We're going to move on and talk about some clothing items, different type of just everything, you name it. I am actually wearing a product that I am so happy to have received, the Meek Brown Show t-shirt. Now, just a second ago, I kind of pushed my guest out the way, but I'll let her stay because I want you guys to focus on the Meek Brown t-shirt right now. No, I'm just kidding. Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. Let everybody know who you are.
My name is Tavana Vott. I am the owner of Need Nelia. We are a custom sorority, fraternity, and personalized woodwork, glassware, and more business.
Okay.
So we specialize in Greek paraphernalia, but as you can see from your shirt, we just don't do... Show it off,
Okay, go ahead.
We just don't do Greek items. We can do things for businesses. We do things for weddings, marketing materials,
I'm
logos.
sure you do events often.
Yes, we do events often.
Let's talk about the name.
Okay.
How did you come up with the name?
Well, the name and the business is not me, not mine.
Okay.
The business was my sister's business. She had this brainchild, and she started doing it, just doing the woodwork.
Okay.
Back in 2013. And so we sat down at my kitchen table, and she's like, I need you to help me with this logo. So I said, well, I think you need to put all the colors from the different Greek organizations in the logo. So we kind of came up with the logo together. But then my sister passed away in 2014.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So we were like, well, what are we going to do with all this stuff that she had made and all the supplies? So one day my mom said, well, why don't you just try to do that? Now, at the time, I was a state probation parole agent.
Okay.
So I had been doing that for 8.5 years. Didn't think I was crafty at all. And I was like, I'm not about to do that. So, but I did. I sat down one day and I made some stuff, and my mom was like, no, that's really cute.
And you made them by yourself?
By myself.
Okay.
And just YouTubed some stuff, like I don't even know what I'm doing.
Right.
And then it just kind of grew from there, and then I started putting things out, and people started like wanting to buy them.
And I was like, is this really happening?
Well, let's go with it then. And so we decided that, okay, this was her dream, and so we wanted to keep that alive. So I started doing Need Nelia part-time.
Okay.
And as the business...
you kept your full-time job.
Kept my full-time job. I did. And then in 2016, I was working at the Department of Juvenile Justice. I had just got a promotion.
Okay.
And
Girl, you can't go nowhere now.
well, I came home one day and I told my husband, I said, listen, I'm not really asking permission. I'm asking for your support, because I can't do both.
Put that out there again. Now, listen, ladies, this is how you have to do this now.
You have
what
to
did you say?
ease into that. I said, I'm not asking permission, but I'm asking for your support, because this is getting to be too much. I was working full time and coming home at night doing this till 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and then trying to get up at 6 and get the kids out. And I was like, this is just too much.
But one thing you knew up here, this became your passion.
This
Not
became my
waking up,
passion.
going to the job every
That's
day.
right. This became my passion. And so he was fully supportive of that. And so in May of 2016, I left the Department of Juvenile Justice to pursue Need Nelia full time.
With his support.
Yes.
Now, what my viewers do not know is you have a storefront coming.
We
Let's talk about that.
We
Let's talk
do.
about- You've nurtured this baby.
Yes.
From you saying that, I'm not that crafty,
Right.
but you figured certain things out.
Right.
You started loving what you were doing, and now your passion has grown into your rewards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And where will the
Absolutely.
store be located?
The store will be located at 10248 Two Notch Road.
Really? You don't know your address?
Well, listen, we're still moving in, okay? It's not open yet.
Don't make me look bad on
No,
the show.
I'm just saying. I'm saying.
Go ahead.
10248 Two Notch Road, Suite D.
Okay.
It is located directly across from Enterprise, closer to Sand Hills. We're in the same complex with the new Small Cakes.
Okay.
So if you've been to the new Small Cakes, we're in that same plaza.
Okay.
And our grand opening date is set for October 16th.
October 16th. Now, will you be having a grand opening celebration?
Yes, we will be having a grand
Okay.
opening. Yes.
Okay, we'll make sure we try to keep that word out
Yes,
there.
yes.
Now, are you working in the store by yourself? Will you be hiring people?
We
What's
will
your goals?
probably get to the hiring people. For the first 6 months, it'll just be myself, my family, my friends. We'll kind of rotate.
But if I ever need a job, you would.
Hey,
I'm good.
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
And so, but then we will look to expand, because, as the CEO, I don't want
Doesn't
to
that
be.
sound
It
good?
do,
Say that
girl.
again.
As the CEO,
Girl, say that. What?
I don't want to be in the store all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be able to, go out and know that the business is taken care of.
Absolutely.
We still do vendor events as well. So sometimes we have to go out of the store and go out of town to vendor events. So
Okay. Now, let's talk about some things here on the table.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I can't show any favoritism, so I'm just going to say I like everything on the table
She
here.
showed favoritism off the air. Okay.
Okay.
Lots of it.
But so now, are you at the point where you're getting some of the products made for you, or you're still doing them handmade?
Yeah, handmade, and we'll never get to that
this is a lot of product.
Yes, we'll never get to that point because the integrity of the business is
want it
to
to be.
ensure that it is a handmade, custom-made
like that.
product. We will not wholesale things.
Correct.
We might get into wholesaling a few items,
Right.
but 90% of our inventory will
Or
be
special
handmade.
signature
That's right.
items.
Right.
Okay. Now, how are you making time to do that?
Scheduling.
Okay. Because you have family too. So
Yes, 3 children.
this is
husband.
stuff you actually got to go sit and craft.
Yes, I do. Yes. So my day starts at about 4:30 in the morning.
Then.
And then I have a day, that I'll say, okay, today
Certain
is
things on.
T-shirts, or today is wood, or today is glass. And then, but sometimes that doesn't always work out because we have a website, so orders are coming in. So if I have to get orders out, so it's just kind of a juggling act that I think
kind
I'm
of moving pretty quickly.
Yes, yes.
So now, as far as the T-shirts,
Right.
Well, we can talk about the Meek Brown Show
T-shirts, yes.
T-shirt. If someone needed a shirt within 24 to 48 hours, is that possible?
Oh, it's possible, but
Are there any rules against that? Because my shirt was made like the same
today.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry, y'all. You do not get that special treatment.
Yes. Oh, well, they can get it, but
now see,
just
make me
like
feel better.
Well, they can get it, but you didn't have to go through what they gonna go through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because if you order from Amazon, Walmart,
gotta wait.
wherever, you don't have to wait, but you have to pay
Absolutely.
for anything that you need today or tomorrow.
So it is possible to get it done.
It is possible because that means we have to stop what we're doing.
Right.
The orders that are already in queue to take care of you today. So it's possible. There is a small fee. We're not, we're not
And it
trying
should
to kill
be.
people.
It should be.
Right, but there is a small fee to get you bumped up for same day or next day.
Right. And I noticed now, why did you choose to pick out the items you have on the table? Are these the most purchase items right now? Or?
Well, kind of, sort of. Everything is.
Even down to the frames.
Yes, everything. The woodwork. It just really depends sometimes on the venue.
Okay.
Like when we go out and we do vendor events or we do probate shows or homecomings and things like that, we sell everything. But then on the website, we sell a lot of the mugs, candles, things that people will get just as like gifts, so that's why we just kind of picked an array of things that we sell. This is not all of our products. This is just some of the products that we have. We have about 300.
This is a really nice class, don't you think?
And she said she wasn't going to show no favoritism.
No, I'm saying that, do you not, that's really nice.
It's okay.
No, I'm just saying that. This is nice too.
That one's nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just something about that one.
Yeah, it's just, Okay. Yeah.
So,
yes.
Now this is a lamp.
It's a lamp.
How does that, show me how that works?
It's battery operated.
Oh, my son
And it comes on. And it can be for a desk, a nightstand. One guy bought one and he told me, he said, man, I had to go and my lights went out and I had to go look at what's the thing in the circuit breaker thing. He said, man, I grabbed that lamp
and it
went in there and looked at it. So, hey, whatever and it's
works.
handy, it's very light, it's not heavy. But these come in sorority, fraternity, and then we can have them personalized. If you just wanted your name or your kid's name for a dorm or whatever, we can personalize everything.
Because like you said, it doesn't just have to be Greek.
Nope.
But again, the Meek Brown Show would be a good gift, just imagine if everyone was wearing a T-shirt that said the Meek Brown Show.
You'll be in the game all the way. Yes.
Okay, girl. So now, I mean, I'm really impressed with this.
Thank
Now
you.
we have as far as your competition, do you feel that the competition is stiff? Now, don't get me wrong, there's enough to go around for everybody
absolutely.
when it comes to, sometimes people think you have to start completely over and be innovative, you know, like the Buddy Bar. Now, that's very innovative. What?
I ain't got nothing on that. Yeah.
But sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
You can have liked what someone else was doing, and then you put a spin to it.
Right.
So, for instance, there are other people around here doing the same thing, but some of them aren't going to events or, you know, hand making them. That right there puts you, you know, puts you from everybody else.
Right. It's a little, our business is a little different than your normal Greek store.
Correct.
There are 2 other Greek stores in the city.
Yes.
And shout out to them. Like, love, nothing but love. We all work together. It's all good. The only difference is, like I said, 90% of our inventory is custom made. So it changes the dynamic of it a little bit because when you wholesale, that's just what it is.
Right.
You have to wholesale and then you have to
And just
make
like
a profit.
you literally brung this into me with my own Meek Brown bag.
Yes, I did. Yeah, and we can.
And that makes a person feel special.
Right,
And if
the
they were buying
personalization.
the product, it's like you get the customer service, a great product. It's a win-win situation.
Yep, absolutely.
It's win-win.
Absolutely.
I'm very proud of you. Are you excited about your store?
I am. I'm so excited. Like, I'm over there every day, you know, doing things and getting everything. And I'm a super perfectionist.
Okay.
So, yes. So I'm like, now that I have told y'all that it's October the 16th, it's not even on my Facebook page yet. So now that I have said it, and everybody in Columbia knows because they watch the Meek Brown Show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So y'all got the exclusive on the launch date.
And that's what happens when you watch the Meek Brown Show. You get the good stuff.
So now the pressure is on me because I don't want nobody to say, she said October the 16th and it ain't
and I don't want to lose my credibility. So I'll come help you if you need me to.
It's all good.
Okay.
Yes.
This is good. Is there anything else you want Columbia to know? As far as your grand opening, what should they expect? Are you going to be doing giveaways, any type of discounts? You know, what else do you want them to know?
We are still ironing all of the numbers out, so I don't want to say specifically, but there will be some percentage discounts. We are going to definitely do some giveaways. We'll have some music, a little bit of food, you know, so it'll just be a nice time to come out, see the store, shop a little. And as far as for the different sororities and fraternities, and even just period, we offer all of our customers and clients a 20% discount when they order bulk. Because when there's, you know, like if a sorority or fraternity is having a probate and they need gifts and things like that, that could be, you know, a lot of stuff. And so we try to make sure that we're giving them good products, and then we give them a little break on that. So we're just really looking forward to having people be able to come into the store.
Absolutely.
Because we have, we're in Columbiana Mall 5 times a year during a vendor event, and they're always like, where's your store? Where's your store? Where's your store?
Now you can tell
So now I can say,
yes, you can.
10248 2 Notch Road, Suite D.
and I just want to bring to everybody's attention something you just said. She gave shout out to her competition. I know who some of the competition are. I promise you that there's enough to go around for everybody.
Oh, yes.
She may be located on one side of town while her competition may be on another side of town. There is enough to go around. The only difference is, even if you have something similar to what somebody else is doing, we have to support each other.
That's right.
We have to support each other. I say that a million times because without our community, you know, it's like, why are we doing what we're doing?
And we do. I can honestly say the other 2 Greek stores in the city, we absolutely do.
That is awesome.
They call me, I call them. If somebody comes to me and they're like, I need this. I'm like, well, I don't have that call over there. And they do the same thing. I'm not going to say, well, no, don't go over there. We don't do that.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, you have to know that what God has for you is for you. And so I don't have to be stingy. They don't have to be stingy. We all are going to do well, and we're going to prosper. Yes.
We're all in this together. This has been phenomenal.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I appreciate you being on
I'm
this
so
show.
excited. Yes.
And maybe, you know, after we speak to our producer, we can do some type of little clip at the grand opening.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yes,
You know, I'm just
yes.
saying.
Hey,
I
come on
think
out.
the producer's listening, though.
Producer.
Okay, so you know, I'm just putting it out there, still trying to help as much as I
am
can.
here for all of that. Okay. Yes.
But we will be working together, and you
Yes,
said
thank
possibly
you.
we're going to talk about the Meek Brown Show fashion show coming
Yes,
up November 11th.
yes,
So
yes,
hopefully
yes,
we can
yes.
see these items there.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Once again, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you again to Lauren Loper for a Buddy Bar. And we are excited. I'm excited about the products I've been having on the Meek Brown Show.
Yes.
Until next time, let me first tell you this. If you would like to be a guest or feature your product on the Meek Brown Show, please email us at meekbrown@themeekbrownshow.info. Again, that's meekbrown@themeekbrownshow.info. And you may also call us at area code 404-667-5073. 404-667-5073. Again, this is the show that entertains as well as it informs. We need the community to continue with the Meek Brown Show. Okay? So I am excited to hear from you. I enjoy receiving the emails, the phone calls. Please keep them coming and continue to watch the Meek Brown Show. We are so appreciative. Until next time, same place, have a very sweet, meek week.